Hey everybody, it's Brandy. So it's just raining and raining and raining, and I cannot go out in the yard and do anything. I mean, I can go look in between showers, but so I figured I'd do some inside stuff today and get some stuff done around the house. But I was going to do a simple makeup look. Something to make me look more awake, because I've been walking around like this morning. But I already washed my face and put on my moisturizer. I'm going to start with my Glorious Primer. This makes your makeup go on smooth, and it also helps to hold it on. And I'm going to be ending with the setting spray. That way it stays on as well. And that way, hold on, let me see what my dog just grabbed. Okay. It's one of his toys. He's making a lot of noise with it. Hi, Tracy. Anyways, that will hold it on in this humidity that we are having because it is so wet. Well, it's always humid down here in the summer. But it also has held it on in a slight downpour that I've been caught in before, which is good, as long as I don't rub my face. So I'm going to take and put my Glorious Primer on. Usually I put this on and let it set a few minutes. Hi, Miss Alicia. What is everybody else doing today, and what is the weather like where you are? Just want to use a little bit of that and get it all over. It fills in your fine lines and pores to make a smooth canvas for your makeup. And I'm not doing anything fancy today, just super easy, super simple. For my foundation, I am going to be using my Touch Press powder and a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to put that all over. Anybody else down here on the Gulf Coast with me? How have y'all fared the weather? And the Touch Press powder has very good coverage all by itself. So if you are busy, in a hurry, or you just don't want to deal with the liquid or cream foundations, this is a very good option. I'm not going to be using any concealer today, so I'm just going to go back in with a little brush and kind of conceal those little areas that I need concealed. That was a little breakout, so, well, it's going away, but it's kind of dark there still. But since I'm going for a minimal look, it's not too bad. Hi, Charlene. And then, of course, my eyebrows are looking a little crazy up there, yeah?
I can't hear you. You said, yeah, ask your mother. I don't care.
Okay, she can stay the night here, but like I said, they have to come over here. So I'm just using the brow pencil today, and it's got like a little spoolie on it. Brush my eyebrows up a little bit. Hi Jenny, how are you? I'm trying to make the best of this rainy day. I'm going to try to do some chores inside that, you know, need to be done. Maybe a little vacuuming. Maybe throw a couple loads of laundry in. I can't do any of the chores that I have been needing to do. The grass needs to be mowed, the gardens need to be weeded, I need to steam clean the carpet, but because it's wet and humid, I can't do any of those things. So that's kind of driving me nuts. But I guess eventually I'll be able to do it. So I'm just following the natural line of my eyebrow. Nothing too fancy. It's super simple, easy, and quick. And I just fill in the sparse spots and use the spoolie to kind of blend it a little bit, and that also shows me a little spot that I missed. So, and I just do little short strokes. And already that brow looks a lot more cleaner and manicured than the other ones, so. And I like simple, I like easy, I like natural looking for everyday stuff. I've also got to figure out what we are having for dinner tonight because I did not cook yesterday. I did not cook the day before that. So we've been just eating like fast stuff, like hamburgers on the grill, or yesterday we call them quick meals, but anything that you can pop in the microwave out of the freezer or whatever. I think Emily and John had some like microwavable quesadillas, and I had a pot pie, so it's time for me to cook again. Hi, Miss Cindy. Are you guys traveling still, or are y'all home? Just super easy, super simple. You know, I thought, like, I used to eat pot pies. Jenny, like, I'd take them for my lunch when I worked in retail, pop in the microwave and eat them because, you know, they would fill me up. So I hadn't been buying them in a while, but I really love the Marie Callender's, so I bought a couple, and I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed that pot pie last night. I need to learn how to make them homemade. Of course, I don't know, that might take a long time with the crust, and then when Emily and John eat it, I might be like, ah. I have a weird fear when they just gobble up the food that it took me a long time to make, so I try not to make things that take a long time, like bread, homemade. That one gets me. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm not going to be doing a lot of eyeshadow, so I'm just going to go in with our cream eyeshadow. It's called Splurge Cream Eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with a neutral color in Victorious and use that to cover up my coloration up there. Are they easy to make homemade? I was worried about making the crust and stuff, so it probably is. I've just never made it homemade. I've made a pie homemade, apple pie. But that was years ago. I don't even remember. I made that for an apple pie contest on base or something. Oh, I know, right, Miss Cindy? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the rain. The rain. Did y'all have any damage on your property, or is everything okay over there? I know there was a tornado warning over there yesterday. My weeds are getting tall in my backyard flower beds. And soon you won't be able to see the flowers. And as soon as it dries up and goes away, I've got to get out there. And I like just putting this on with my finger. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Go back in there and blend that. I got a little bit of dry skin on my eyelid right there. Jeez. I have to put something on that. Not like I can exfoliate my eyelid. Oh well. No, see, and that's my problem. I like going out in the yard and watering and picking at the weeds, and I'm stuck inside. Stuck inside. I'm being forced to do the inside chores. No. Alright, and then I was going to go back in to add a little bit of color to that with another cream shadow called Bittersweet. It's just like a little corally pink color. Still very light. And you notice how that covered up the darkness and kind of made my eyes look wide awake. So I like that color in Victorious. I do that, Jenny. I do the uplift. I'll confess to you why I have dry skin on my eyelid. I have allergies, and I'm a terrible, terrible person. I rub my eyes. I always have. And I try to be very conscious of it and try not to do it. But if my finger gets up in there when it's itching somehow, like once I start, oh my gosh, it's hard to stop. It's an awful, awful habit I have. But if I put makeup on, then I'm more, oop no. So, but I haven't had a lot of problems with my allergies lately, but I went to my sister's house this past weekend in Mississippi, and they had a whole bunch of different flowers that we don't have around here, some of the same ones, but they had a whole bunch of different ones and different trees and stuff, and I went a little nuts at her house. My allergies were acting a little crazy. But that just gives me a little bit more of a wide, I'm awake look. I'm not a zombie. I'm not Uncle Fester. So, and then I was going to go in with a little bit of the Beachfront bronzer to do a little bit of contouring. And this is the lightest color, guys, in Sunset. My kitty cat keeps walking back and forth. She wants me to pay attention to her. And I'm just going to go underneath my cheekbone there, up in my temples. Maybe I'll slab a whole bunch of that uplift serum on my eyelids tonight. Cece, what are you doing? And put a little bit under my jawline. And then I'm not really a blush person, but since I was doing a simple look and I wanted a little bit of color to my face, kind of been down in the dumps and gloomy and I was going to go ahead and add a little bit of blush in the color Sweet. I know, Jenny, allergies. Every time I get a sniffle or something, everybody's always like, are you sick? Are you sick? And I'm like, I'm not sick, it's allergies. And then they always are under the misconception that I'm always sick. And I'm like, but I'm not always sick. I'm just allergic to you. So I took most of that off because it's pigmented and it goes a long way. So I don't, and since I'm not a blush person, I don't want to, bam, put a lot of blush. So we're just going to take that and put that on, and then if I need more, add a little bit more. And I need a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Now it's showing up. I get a little bit afraid of blush, so I must have took all of it off of my brush. You just want to put that on the apple of your cheek and blend towards your temple. So you don't need a lot, just a little bit of color, kind of like the sun has been hitting right there, or you're blushing, of course. Oh, thank you, Jenny. I just don't wear a lot of blush. I'm not sure why. I used to be really weird about blush and red lipstick, or any really dark color lipstick. And I think it's just because I just didn't wear makeup for so long when I was young, that when I started wearing makeup, I put it on and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I'd look in the mirror and I'd be scared, but now I can do red lips. I love doing lips. Alright, so just a little bit of color, and then I am going to go back in with a little bit of my powder and just kind of go over that a little bit to blend it a little bit more. That way it's not so harsh, but it just adds just a little bit of color. Don't need a lot. Don't need a lot. And then for my eyelashes today, since anyways, I might have to go somewhere later. I'm going to go in with the 3D Fiber Lash, but I'm only going to use the gel. So, and then I am going to do a lip. I'm going to use one of our new nude matte lips. Okay, I think I'm back. The internet conked out on me there for a moment. It suggested that I move, but since I was in the middle of putting the mascara on, I decided to wait it out. Uh-oh. I'll get that in a minute. And as you can see, just the gel by itself is a really good mascara. And I got a little gunk right there. I'll grab. Of course I didn't bring my eyelash comb. There we go. I got it. I got it. Now it's all over my finger. Alright, so for the lip, I was going to use one of the nude ones. So I think that I am going to go with Sublime, and then I think I'm going to top it with my Lippy gloss. So I am just going to line my lips with a nude lip liner. I think this one is Imprudent. It's just a neutral color. And before you put these matte lipsticks on, you want to make sure that your lips are smooth. I'm trying to talk while I'm lining my lips, that's funny. Because they won't look good on cracked, dry lips. So you want to make sure your lips are exfoliated and hydrated. So I'm just lining my lips there with this nude color, and this will help hold the lipstick on, especially if you have any little lines. Because I know when you have the lines around your lips, sometimes the lipstick will slide off your lips and bleed onto your skin. I don't usually have a problem with the Younique ones, but lining your lips also gives you a line to stay in when you're coloring. So I'm using Sublime, and you only need a little bit, so I like to wipe this off. Sometimes I like to use a lip brush too, but I don't know what happened to my lip brush. I have a teenage daughter, so a lot of things go missing. She borrows it and never gives it back. You see, this is very, very close to my lip color, the Sublime. Just a tad bit different. And that is the matte part of it. And then I wanted to add a little bit of shine back to it, so I am using the lip gloss in the color Lippy, which is a corally pink. It's not a very bright color. But I'm just adding a little shine to my lips. And that is my lip. And I am done with my face. So, very simple, very neutral, nothing too harsh, and just an everyday run around look. And then my last step, I'm going to use the Behold setting spray. That way it stays on all day because I am going to be doing chores, so I don't want to sweat anything off. And then I had put my primer on first, so that's going to help hold it on as well. So I'm going to like double whammy it and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. And also if I happen to have to go outside to do something, if it decides to rain on me, because I never carry an umbrella around with me everywhere, I will have makeup on still and look the same, not have runny streaks. So you just shake this and then hold it a little bit back from your face and just spray that on there, and it smells good too. And then let that dry, and once that dries, you are good to go for the day. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. I hope everybody has a good day. I hope everybody on the Gulf Coast is safe and they didn't get any damage. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!